What's a mighty good word, party folk? It's your mom, High Priest. I'm up here on Mercury's Day, my guy's day. November 29th. Wow. Tomorrow, Mercury will move into Capricorn. It's appearing to move slower as the time goes by, as we approach the station retrograde in the middle of December. But it will venture into Capricorn. I know stuff seems weird. Times are, a little rough out there. But there is good news. There's like good astrological weather approaching amongst the commotion, right? So this spread very much, I pulled a pre-shuffle as I have been with the Egyptian Tarot. I'm really in kind of that sync, and I won't always do this. I don't always do this. I just have been into this kind of mode lately. Funny enough, the sun is at 7 degrees currently, 7 degrees of Sagittarius. So yeah, I've been getting the number 7. So thanks for the reminder to the sun. Sorry, I thought I had at least muted one of those devices. It's like, wow. Okay, there we go. So keyword victory, right? We have a lot of Venus energy with Venus and Libra. There's a lot of dark aspects as far as how to achieve justice in many situations. You'll want to then, when it shifts into Scorpio, you'll start feeling like you'll want to go into discovery mode, perhaps. Turn over the rock and look under the rock, look under the rug, sort of thing. What's been swept under there, what's hidden under there. Tread lightly, right? Don't dig in too much. And because of Mercury retrograde, we don't want to say too much, speak too much. But with that, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, royal empresses, royal emperors, this is your highest royal exquisite court. I am your mercurial, effervescent, bubbly, fun jester with the divine messages for your exponential spiritual exaltation, your spiritual ascension, and your victory. You're set to be victorious, or if you're setting up for victory, it is something that you have to tend to. So coming from a scene where perhaps you needed to transform, to elevate, go beyond a situation, go beyond recognizing the lesson and actually wisely applying what you have learned from it. Whoever I'm reading for, I have a lot of Aries energy, by the way. Aries, Leo, and Cancer. Cancer feminine. Leo feminine, masculine. Aries feminine, masculine. Pisces and Scorpio, both feminine, masculine. A lot of fire energy, right? So I was reading about Netzach, which is the Kabbalah sphere, part of the Tree of Life. It's the seventh sphere again. So the number 7, it is, from what I've been researching, it is one of the most powerful. And so that when Venus does go, it is attributed to Venus. It's the lady of nature. You can, the translation in the human being is instinct. It's felt, water and fire. So passion, creativity, all of those will kick up. We have the numbers 80, 800, 90, and 900. And the numbers 3 and 4, which make up 7, right? We're coming from that 5 of Cups, Mars, having walked away from those situations or folks or relationships that don't serve us, serve our highest good, serve your potential. Okay, so you've declared that you're moving away from a lot of that. And from what I'm seeing here is that has kind of brought you into more alignment with a upcoming, so like a slow to develop creative project, but you're more in the planning phase. Okay, so you'll have allotted time for that project management, and that's just kind of like simplifying the next 4 weeks, the next 5 weeks. How can you like do the research, perform studies, perform your evaluations? Say perhaps you're developing a product or a learning tool or software, things like that, like, or you're taking your business to the next level. Like, right now, a lot of it is more relegated to doing the research, like accumulating the data, perhaps, or in layman's terms, and analyzing it and then going from there. So you may also have to reach out to someone, perhaps someone who embodies like a Cancer feminine aspect, and that they don't have to be, or feminine Cancer qualities, but they don't have to be female or woman, or a woman or women, you know, like, you know what I mean? They can be a man or any other gender. It's not a particular feminine or female gender. Now, so if you have not moved away from those that confine you, those that bind you, things like, you know, I mean, I'll just go ahead and say like lusty, lustful, corrupt power, and both like lusty power and lust. Like if you haven't moved away from those types of situations, that could cause a lot of havoc internally. Pluto, you know, despite all the good that astrologers and like this spread here, a lot of tarot readers, I'm sure too, a lot of collective tarot readers are able to see this like exalted, expansive Jupiterian time. And so you do have Jupiter. Jupiter wants you to bring more love, like expand the love for yourself, for your inner child, if you want to put it that way. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman or any other gender, right? Or any other identity. That's the only way you will maintain, or I don't mean to be so absolute, right? But like that's a way you can maintain focus on the research-driven timeline, or part of the timeline. So it doesn't matter what you're creating, right? It seems like you're creating something that you're very ambitious about, that's musical, or it is artistic, or it is just a duty type. So a teacher, to someone who serves a community or provides arts to the communities. So you could also be dealing with like rebellious energy, and like a lot of that are the tests that will come. And Other tests that will come is like deception. Like, so the Seven of Swords is rampant energy, but like that means victory unless you are deceived, unless you fall for deception, right? Like, but we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to fall for. Let me get me some coffee. I'm like, y'all, I didn't sleep very well last night. I don't know where I went. Was that the last? So the anaretic degrees, the last. So each house is assigned a sign, or each astrological sign is assigned to a house, or I got to figure out that language. And within that sign, within that house, it's split into 30 degrees. And more specifically, like within each degrees, there are 60 minutes, right? Or whatnot. What have you not there? We're not going there. We're just talking about the 30 degrees. So when it reaches the last, like 28, 29, 30, and 30 is like the cusp going into the next sign. So you could see it as like 27, 28, 29. Those are the anaretic degrees. Certain planets in a sign during an anaretic degree part of the sign, it can go a little haywire. Yeah, I just ate too, so my schedule's way thrown off today, especially so I'm sorry that I'm drinking coffee and digesting. I'm very satiated. So like maybe that's the feeling, right? Like feel satiated, feel reserved in that you are satiated, that you are taking care of yourself the best way that you can, that you are having fun, that you are bringing love to yourself. I hope that you are. I see that here. Yes, you could be a Cancer feminine, you could be a Cancer masculine, but the thing is here, don't. So your feelings they're going to be really like high activity in the emotional field. So it's like, don't believe everything. Really tend to the aspect of your instincts, your psychic. Don't extend your hand too far. Like, it's like if you're a mother, like, take care of your child. So I've been getting a lot of mother-child type archetypal energy. And even if you're not a mother, be a mom to your inner child. And a Venusian mother with a Mars masculine balanced, right? We've been talking about strength and justice, kind of like the mirror flippity floppity. And we've been talking about temperance and the star, like being so moderate and well balanced and refined and like studious in your approaches to your ambitions, to your projects, to your work, to what you want, to say perhaps a new job, a new career focus, a creative project that you're trying to culminate and then develop so that you can release into the world. Do that in a very honed in, grounded. There's a lot that you will see because of what I was trying to say earlier, Pluto going into the anaretic degree of Capricorn and then finally going into Aquarius. I don't know if it retrogrades. If there's another Pluto retrograde, I believe we are finally over this Pluto Capricorn thing, but the aneretic degree, when it reaches Pluto, when it reaches 29 degrees of Capricorn, we're going to see the world like this, what's happening now, like very amplified, and some of you have to sift through, right? There's a lot of media that you have to sift through, like some of it is not, I'll just say it's not researched, or it's not well researched, and it's not founded in truth. Can I say that? Yeah, right now I'm not monetized, so like I know I can probably go off bonkers off the wall. But like I'm trying to practice what I preach, right? Like I'm telling you moderation. I can't be up here. I can't be sitting here like, never mind. Yeah, having a lot of fun. So the number 11, the number 7, yes, 10 to all of this. 10. So I have Jupiter asking you to bring love to this project. I have Virgo. I have Virgo asking you to be more orderly and bring a more scientific research aspect or a methodology to develop your project. Like you're going from the idea after coming out of a S-storm, like that crappy storm, and then you shifted. You were like maybe involved with bad folks, bad relationship, whatever. You got out of that, and now you're like thinking more creatively. Okay, do the research, develop your idea into a plan, and then so you maybe already be there, and then see it to fruition. Like how can you actually make prototypes and develop what it is that you're developing, or like samples or demos or whatever that, prototypes, whatever you call it, whatever your industry calls it, it's all the same. It's creativity. So Jupiter is like bring love to it. If you want love, you got to bring love to yourself. You got to bring love to your baby, to your child, to your baby project, to your child project. Like bring love to you. Like, oh, one of my lamps just turned off. And then I have Venus, of course. Venus is like, yo, this is a good project. This can happen. There's so much. You can have this, okay? But you got to start from the idea and then the small, and then grow it. Don't be frightened or freaked out about like 1 week of news. Like you'll shift out of that. Jupiter will come in and reward you. Jupiter will talk to Saturn, and they will reward you for sticking to your plan and sticking to your truth and sticking to your moderate passion. Okay. So instead of like giving into others and like trying to help others or exert a lot of effort in helping others, no, help yourself, please. It's the same saying, like put the mask on you even before your child, right? But like you, then your child, then the other folks got to put their own mask on. They signed the waiver, right? There's a lot of change coming in the whole, okay, as a whole, societal whole, okay, collective. And then you are also maybe coming into this partnership. So it can go from like your idea to your plan to like your prototypes or demos or samples to a like partnership with the 3 of Scepters here. So by the way, I've been reading the Reaper, card number 13, okay, Aries and Scorpio. I've been reading the Two of Scepters in reverse, so it's coming. Okay, it's like it's there. Can you allow it to come out? Allow it to bloom into reality by doing the research. Got Jupiter bringing you a lot of love. You want love? Maybe you're already falling in love with somebody. Or maybe you're like, I'm in love with me. So you're polishing, right? You're polishing. Venus is like, can you polish your instincts? Can you polish your knack? Can you polish your, can you alchemize by polishing, by tending to your creative projects? So here we have Venus again that I've been talking about, the Six of Scepters. I just want to make sure it is a positive, affirming. It is affirming positive outcome. Yes, this is the musical art, ambitious, like it's creative ambition, right? Ambitiously creative. And then I have a Cancer feminine, or it could be that you're dealing with a Cancer feminine, or you're a Cancer feminine, stuff like that. But it also means you should be in a mild and reserved, tending to you, tending to your home, like who is your home? What is your home? Your body, your children, your pets, or your technology, like, because that's where you're creating stuff on, right? Like, do that, be that. Then we have the Tower in reverse, like, hey, you might have to prepare, like, why overspend? Why overdo it? Why overextend? Why over... Like, you may just see folks, like, throwing their hands up. We've already seen so many, like, layoffs. Like, okay, are you gonna go help them? Like, maybe, but it's like, that's just an example. Like, that it may feel like it's getting worse when the worst has already, it's gone. It's like we're here. We're already in the worst part of it, and we're actually going to move through it. Although the veil will be so cloudy, and like, so it will not seem that way, okay? The truth is out there. Like, the words have been spoken. The truth has been spoken. There's no need to cut the truth into pieces and then extract. Just allow the reality to occur while you remain in your strength, in your duty, in your balance, in your justified approach to yourself, to your projects, to your creative vision, okay? I also get, like, over the next wasn't I getting a lot of, like, June, July? Like, all of this could happen from now until then, or it could just accelerate in the next 2 months, where, like, by the summer, like, there's the whole fruition of everything. You're polished, you're beaming, you're shining. Or no new partnerships, okay, with the Libra card here, Three of Scepters, so new partnerships. So right now, bad partnerships, gotta get rid of them, so that in this very near future, there will be really good partnerships, like a love partnership and like a business partnership. So your money and your love, Jupiter and Venus, okay? But in the prospect of balancing logic, will, okay, masculine with feminine instinct and passion, creativity, okay? It's not the flip side. It's not the mental feminine. It's not the, like, super logistic, overly pedantic, very detailed, overly detailed feminine. It's the watery, psychic, feminine, intuiting what's real and what's not. Okay, what's not real over there, we don't need that. What's real, okay, we intake that, we process that, we allow that to move us through. Okay, we work passionately, we don't waste in lust, and even if you want to, the time will come, right? Because Jupiter is offering you love. Just let the burdens go for now, okay? Wow, collective. The boy can talk, right? At least I pulled a pre-shuffle. I wasn't just talking for talking's sake, you know? So I'm just going to read a lot of stuff. Prove your abilities and talents. The mother guides the child, right? Are you experienced or inexperienced? Figure out where you are very experienced. So don't overdo it in the, like, yes, don't act like that. That can also be very damaging. Like the know-it-all, the guru, the, like, you know, chill on that, please. Look more towards where you require experience, where you require to perform dutiful studies, okay? Protect growth. That's a bold statement. Protect growth. Protect your growth. I don't know what I'm writing here. Deepen mental. I may actually have deepen mental. Initial fear of failure. Deeper. Wow, someone is definitely going off over there. I guess we can just move away from that initial fear of failure. Move, like, you may be fearful right now that this will fail. So move away from that. Let me actually verify what the hell I was writing here. I mean, there's an extreme change. Prove your abilities. I don't know what I was writing. Detrimental. So the initial fear of failure may be detrimental. Extreme change in one's life, wisdom, and improvement. So wisdom is what will allow the improvements, right? This is the energy, though. I know it sounds very basic, but is it in practice? Is applying wisdom basic? No. So be wise and work to improve by healing. This could even be psychological, inner child healing, okay? The tarot community loves to talk about it. So we're here for it. Crystal healing, so spiritual healing, right? Like, I'm covered in quartz. I was like, why am I covered in, like, all of a sudden I'm like charging all my stones and like polishing them, and like it's that type of meditation. And like I've been giving away stones to folks. I'm very surprised too. Like I'm like, doesn't everyone like pretty rocks? But like I will literally make a gem pack for someone, and I'm like, here, like I'm reading your energy. Like I think you can these can be beneficial. You can benefit from carrying these or like meditating on these crystals, these gems, and like people are like, wow, this is life changing. I don't know, try it. Doesn't have to be expensive, right? They're really expensive depending on which shop you go to. I paid like $5 for this whole rock, okay? They might just like me, but like, come on. You can find big rocks for little money. Okay. Overcome and banish negativity, power and protection. Power and protection watches over you. So like you need to be grateful for your helpful ancestors, your spirit guides that watch and help you. Okay. Forward futuristic. This is very abstract. Forward futuristic French romance. Epic. Maybe there's a movie date. Maybe you're learning how to, speak le French. I don't know. Have no fear of change, okay? And show it. Show how protected and how fearless you are, right? Tame that lustful lion, okay? Tame that erratic, overactive libido and drive to like obtain and attain and like, what is that, samadhi or whatever, one of the namas and niyamas of like possessiveness, like put that down for now, okay? That was in yesterday's message, or it's been in the messages, right? Like wanting to have it even before you've even gotten paid. Like, for example, like wanting to own something before you even get the paycheck to like buy it or save up to buy it, right? So show how fearless you are, show how strong you are. Action and completion. This is a masculine drive. Active to complete your projects. Complete what you start, okay? Achievement. And I wrote exclamation mark, achievement. Physical and electromagnetic law of polarity. Okay, that's why the rocks, there's no need to, like, the reason I'm talking a lot about like don't go out and buy it, don't go out and buy everything, like that example per se, because there's a lot brewing under the surface. Like the earth is also like changing, and I've been talking a lot about that too, like the circadian rhythms, the moon and the earth, they are evolving, okay? So there are mysteries unraveling beneath the surface, and this can translate in many different ways, like governmental, industry, your career, the things like that, the money, who's handling the money, who is the powerful one with the money, like the law of polarity, okay? Bloop. There's the middle point, but there's a positive and the negative poles, okay? You want to be in the middle right now, so that when there's a flip, you don't experience this intense tower, because it is in reverse. So it's like you don't have to go through it. You can allow it to occur. It may very well affect you, as all societal things affect everyone now in a global sense. But a lot of it is just like clouded and veiled. And so like we're actually wanting to sit to wait on that, for that to come and bubble up to the surface. And then meanwhile we work on our love, on our protection, on showing our fearlessness, on having no fear, on forward movement, on victory. Okay, so the sphere of Netzach is the law, as the lady of nature. Okay, so like we're talking about the earth. The earth is also evolving, and so we're like catching all the waves with the rocks. Like you can go work your body out. You can, if it's possible for you, tame the mind, meditate. Okay, perform activity, exercise any way you can, if it's possible, if you're capable, if it's a capability of your bodies, right? There are also visualization techniques. There are many different yogic. That's one thing I do. Maybe I know Brandy, you asked about yoga. So maybe I will tend to like breath work type of yoga. Wow, we have winter, like you're manifesting. Okay, time to manifest. Tend to the home. Okay, what happens in winter? Then we have water too, and then we have the 4-pointed star. Okay, all this Venus energy. Okay, so mind, body, and soul in the higher consciousness. Mind, body, and soul in this 3-dimensional world, and then with the one, manifest power and victory. Manifest your victory. So Netzach, I love saying the word. It can be very destructive. It is very powerful. It is one of the most powerful spheres or symbols of the tree of life, of the Kabbalah. Okay. So it's like passion and instinct, right? Like, can you in the mud and the steam, can you reach maturity? Can you allow the earth to rumble? And then you just take in the alchemical, it's very alchemical, okay? It's alchemy. Alchemy isn't just relegated to humans. It's like the earth is an alchemist too. The earth is alchemy. So I just want to pull one from, well, we already pulled winter, but I guess I put it back. You have the power to manifest this, okay? We have a lot of metals, okay? We have the feminine copper, we have feminine iron, okay? You really got to tame both energies, okay? Okay, we have one here. Ash. 33. And we just said 3 and 3, right? Mind, body, soul, higher consciousness, mind, body, soul in the 3-dimensional world. And then we had winter, so the 1. And then we have, I know it's not the 1 card, but it was giving me magician, the 1. It's so fascinating, y'all. I was like, what is this download I'm receiving? It's huge for you if you can get the work done right. If you can put your mind, body, and soul to it. 16. So yeah, 16. So 6 breaks down into 3 and 3, right? 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then the 1 plus the 6, so 1 and the 3 and the 3. And here we are, 3, 3. And we also have the tower, the blasted lightning bolt, okay? Lightning, 1 and 6, okay, again. This is like a very magnificent, powerful manifestation. Okay, Netzach. I can't say it enough. But it has the qualities of destruction as much as it has the qualities of like fruition and victory. Okay, victory. It's beautiful, the synchronicities. Okay. Okay, memory, ancestors in the past. Your ancestors are protecting you, okay? You better be gratitudes. You better have gratitude for the helpful ancestors. Now let's at least get one for the with the winter card. Yeah, we have fire and then we have water, okay? So freaking cool. Venus. Lady of Nature, Netzach, okay? The seventh sphere of the Tree of Life. Victory. This is like completion. No fear, fearlessness, strength, justice, money, love, feelings, home, art, beauty, like your personal beauty. Yeah, I'm like, I'm freaking plugged into the earth is what I am. So ash represents what has come before it. The fire is over now, and its flames took with it all recognizable form of what was burned. Only memories and the soft gray ashen substance remain. When this card appears, look back and sift through what has occurred. You are in the realm of ancestors, past relationships, and those that have passed to another realm. Be gentle with the process, as it is delicate and sacred. The ash card asks us to tend to the true nature of endings, grief, and letting go. You may be asked to be present with others experiencing loss. When in doubt, be like ash. It is silken, light, and easily carried by the wind. Mars, the air, the mind, okay? Allow the mind to sift and then dissipate, dissolve. Soften into the memories and into the tears. Eventually forgiveness follows, and the heart travels light. And the heart travels a light. Go deeper. Read a morning poem by Mary Oliver to ponder the levity of ashes. The ash card is subtle but powerful, affecting the entire reading. Envision it as an ashen layer covering all the surrounding cards and shifting their meaning. Wow, okay. Alchemical shifts. Shifting of your values. New elements. Look within to benefit from this inner shift. Know that by the very nature of having experiences in life, we are intuitively creating new potential, greater possibility, and deeper wisdom in our lives. Fire is a great equalizer. I was reading the Sabian Oracle. I'm so sorry. Do not take this card personally, but rather as a call to be present and kind to yourself and others as we navigate the challenge of letting go. And that we are, right? Because your manifestation powers are growing, okay? And wow, we have the Drowned King, okay? So the very Cancer, you got to get rid of a lot emotional density, okay? 12, 12, 3, 3 again. On that note, Oh, I did want to actually read a, that's a great reminder. So my very witchy astrological friend, we were talking about Spotify and Apple releasing these musical highlights, your personal musical highlights of the year, those lists, your top songs, top albums, etc. We thought it funny, and we were just kind of speculating on the release of these lists happening now under a moon in Cancer. And I said, I'm all about it. Music will heal me. I mean, I'll just say things like that. Y'all, this is how I speak in daily life, if I speak at all. I usually speak here and not much out there. Anyway, they said music is healing. Journaling, meditation, music, movement, rest, and water. That's what would save this world. So pack a journal, pack some meditation techniques and practices, pack your musical iPhone device or whatever Android device you have, or boombox, jambox. Move as much as you possibly can, if possible. Rest, and drink a lot of water. Enjoy a bath, baby, if you can. I don't know, take a dip in the pool. Yeah, it's wonderful. A boy can talk, right? I'll be back with more messages. I hope that you enjoyed this more like oracle, very worldly, collective, astrological, but like very personal, very victorious. You will achieve. No fear, okay? I offer you the brightest purifying white light, the most protective violet light, and the most grounding goddess energy of red light, okay? May you thread very carefully and lightly through the next ever so weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. You will come into the new year, and it will be new elements. New elements, baby. Like the Drowned King, you're going into the depths so that you can see the new elements. Y'all, this is so fun.